Let me get this started. I'm gonna break down like why is now the time to watch. I mean, why is now the time to buy, not the time to watch. Why is now the time to buy? Um, I'm gonna get to the bottom of that. Let's see. Why is now the time to buy? If you're listening on IOD, if you're inside the room, you're listening on IOD. This is a Tuesday class, man, where we talk trading and stocks and stuff. Uh, I'll put the link if you want to come watch. If you actually want to come watch, I just put the link in the little chat section right there. Basically, man, but basically, yeah, I'm going to break down why now is time. Why now is time to buy, or why do people say now is time to buy? I'm live on YouTube if y'all want to actually come watch. Let's see. Uh, I put the link in the little message in the message, and I'll put the link in the little general chat if you guys want to come watch. But basically, is this is a class we have for the IOD squad guys. Um, why is now the time to buy? So basically, we're looking at PayPal, right? We're looking at PayPal. And this line, all this line indicates is the price of PayPal. What PayPal price was. What PayPal price was in February 19, it was $100. In March of 20, it was $95. Then it got as high as $290 in June of 21. PayPal did. It got as high as $290 in June of 21. If you got a question, man, just shoot the question. PayPal did. We're looking at the monthly chart. So basically, the way I can explain the monthly chart to people, the way I can explain it is, if I switch to the candles, each candle equals a month. Each candle is 1 month. That's January. That's December 21. That's November 21. That's October 21. That's September 21. Each candle equals a month. Each candle equals a month. So I'm gonna switch back to the line chart. Why is now the time to buy? Basically, man, the motto is buy low, sell high. This is the market. So back in PayPal was $113 back in January of 20. Then COVID hit, and PayPal dropped. Got as low as in March of 20. It got as low as $95. So it went from almost 120 to 95. And that was the lowest it had been since 2 years, since 18. If you go back here, but then after that dip, it shot all the way up to $200 in August of 20, and then it made it all the way back up to $290 in June of 21. We all know March of 20 where it was $95. That was COVID. That's when the market dipped. That's when the market went down. If you got a question, just put it in the comment section. That was COVID. That's when the market went down. But to seasoned investors, to the big money guys who've been investing all their life, and their dad invests and their granddad invests, the only thing they see is the fact that PayPal is down. And at that point, the entire market was down. PayPal is on sale. That's all they see. Right here, March of 20, PayPal $95. That's all they see. PayPal is cheap. You buy low, so all the big money comes in when the money is low. Everybody load up. That's the cheapest we're gonna get PayPal. That's the cheapest we're gonna get PayPal, and they all load up, and then boom, that's what shoots the price up. Then it dips again, then it dips here, and they're like, oh Lord, $186 may be the lowest we get PayPal ever. Then people buy again, and then it shoot up again. It made it all the way up here to 291, and that's when the market was oversold. Basically, the market was oversold. That's when that was the height of everything in July 21st, 20 in July 21, June of 2021, July 21. Everything was high. It was oversold. You know how I know? Because I can look down here at the RSI. And I can look down here at my two indicators down here. You see how my indicators were all, you see how the indicator was all at the top? It was oversold. So that means some pressure has to relieve and it has to come down. So the market starts coming down. The market starts coming down. Now this is us. This is us. In June of 22, a couple of months ago, PayPal hit $71 again. It's not like PayPal has never been $71. Last time it was $71 was 2017. So look at it this way. If you was one of those people saying, man, if I would have bought PayPal in 2017, I would have made a lot of money in 21. If I could have bought a lot of PayPal, and basically, if you would have bought it at $70, you could have tripled your money in 2021. But now, it's down again, as low as it was in 2017. We're just looking at PayPal, but the reason I'm saying this because it's almost you can go to any stock, and we can do a little drill. You can go to any stock, and basically this is what it looks like. You can even go to the SP 500, and I'm sure the chart looks something like this. Let's see, SP 500. It's like I put SP 5000. And the chart looks something like this. It jumped all the way up in 21, as high as it was ever was in 21. Then it dipped all the way back down to the prices it was in 20. And this is the market that so SPX 500. I think it's just a bunch of 500 Fortune 500 companies all put in one thing. So basically, kind of look the same. So the reason people are saying, "Oh, listen, man, now it's time to buy." Now it's time to buy because you buy low. So if you're buying low, you're getting a chance to buy. Let's go back to PayPal. You're getting a chance to buy PayPal at the price it was in 2017. Did it go a little lower? It could go a little lower. It could go a little lower, but you probably never thought you would get it at the price of it was in 2017 and 21. We're now in 2022. In 2021, when it was $280, you probably thought you would never see it at $70. So if you believe PayPal is a good company, it's going to be around. You buy while it's low. And I just picked PayPal out the blue. It goes for PayPal. It goes for, I don't know. A lot of these companies have split, so it's kind of hard to explain the chart to some people. But a lot of them, let's see. We can go to, ARK was doing really good at one point in time. Let's see. ARK Innovations. See, ARK Innovations look just like PayPal. It's back at the price it was. It's back at the price it was in November of 2018. ARK made it all the way up to $136. ARK is now $38. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? If you got a question, just put it in the comment section. So the reason this time is to buy now is if you believe in ARK, which I have. There are some retired people I know who got some money in ARK. If you believe in ARK, no matter what the bad publicity you see coming out on ARK and that lady, it seems like they seem to hate that lady. If you believe in ARK, if you believe in PayPal, if you believe in Tesla, just split. Let's see what Tesla's chart look like. Tesla in November of 21 was, well, it was $2,000, but because it split, it's saying it was 384, and now it's 228. See, that's one that just split. Let's look at something else. Let's look at SoFi. SoFi has dipped down. Not another good one. Apple is another one that split. Let's see. NVIDIA. NVIDIA was once $324. NVIDIA makes chips. Now NVIDIA is $128, the same price it was in 2020. So if you believe in NVIDIA, you got a chance to buy NVIDIA at the price it was 2 years ago. Now, if you look at the market over time, let's see. NASDAQ 100. If you look at the market over time, this goes all the way back to 2019. Let's see. If you look at the market over time, the market takes dips. In 2020, the market takes dips and it recovers. Let's see, 2020, 2019. Let's take a look at NASDAQ 100. Let's go. I'm gonna go all the way back. If you just take a look at the market, bro, we're looking at the monthly chart. You know what I'm saying? Which gives us a broad view. This goes all the way back to 06. If you just look at the market as a whole, anytime the market dips, it goes up and it recovers higher. Anytime it dips, it recovers higher. Let's see if we can look at the weekly chart to give us a better view. The market, so we're looking at the weekly chart now. The way I explain that is we're looking at the weekly chart now. If we can go all the way back to 2017. Anytime the market dips, anytime it dips, it recovers higher. Anytime it takes a dip, right here, 2016, it dipped, took a big dip, it recovers higher. 2016. So anytime it takes a huge dip, well, here's a huge one in 2018. 2018, market goes down. We'll show you in comparison to COVID. This is COVID right here, 2020. This is 2018. Market took a dip, recovered higher than it was before. Dipped a little, recovered higher than it was before. Dipped in 2020, COVID hit. We thought the world was over. Market was down. It even recovered higher from COVID. A lot higher from COVID. Because when the market takes dips, when the market takes a dip, this is where the hedge funds, big money, sees it as an opportunity and they load up. They load up because they can see on all the indicators, they can see on all their big time computers that the market is as low as it's been in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. They load up, which shoots it all the way back up, and it always recovers. So now this big old recovery from the market, this from the market being in COVID and everybody loading up while the market was down. All the smart people loaded up, shot the market all the way up. It became oversold, and now it's just releasing pressure. So now the market is here, the same price it was in 2020, but we're nowhere near down here, and we recovered from that. We're nowhere near down here, and we recovered from that. If y'all got any comments, shoot them in the comment section. So when people say, why buy now? Why buy now? Because the news is saying the market is crashing. I just showed you on thing, the market is down. You know what I'm saying? It's down, and you buy things when they're low. Big money is loading up right now, getting rich right now, because they're going to shoot it back up, and it's going to shoot up. It's going to shoot up higher than it was in 21. Because you see, if we go all the way back, We can go all the way back to 2011. Anytime the market dips, it recovers higher. Anytime it dips, it recovers higher. I hope that makes sense, man. Anybody got any comments? They want to ask a comment, put in the comment section. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that makes sense because that's where the concept of buy low, sell high come from. We say it all the time. We say it all the time. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. We say it all the time. But it seems as if it's hard, it's a lot harder to do. It's a lot harder to do because when the things are low on the news, they're saying the market is crashed. They're saying the market is they're showing red and the market is bad, it's down, and the Dow Jones, and they're talking and he's saying all these words that doesn't make sense to you. But I just showed you in layman's terms, anytime it takes a dip, whether it's a year, 2 years, whatever it is, you're patient enough, it goes back higher. This is a simple way of putting it. So the market shoots up. So the market shoots up due to late buyers. Okay, so the market shoots up. So the same people that pull it down, right? The same people that take their money out, the big hedge funds. Like if you was to ask the question, who owns most of the stock market? Let's see if we get an answer. Let's see. The natural stock pick held by the giant tech company Bill Gates co-founded publicly owns almost 103 million shares of company worth 10 stocks owned by the world's richest and powerful 10 stocks owned by the world's richest and most powerful people. The stock market is owned, basically, big money has its money in the market, and the people may outnumber them, right? But their money is moving at the same time. It's no different than life. You may be black, they may be Spanish, they may be, but if they're moving as a community and you're not, then you're not making any way because you're moving fractured. You're moving as individuals. They're moving as a community. So the market is the same way. Basically, a lot of the big money in the market, it goes in together and it comes out together. So the same people that push it up are the same people that pull it down. The reason they pull it down because, the market's oversold, the economy's bad, or we're going to take our money out, we're going to put it somewhere safer. So all the big hedge funds, they take their money out of these stocks and then the market heads down. But once it gets so low and they put out enough bad information and enough bad press and it's so low, they see how low they can get it. Then they put their money back in, they buy it low. Because they've made their money when it shot up. They're riding this thing like a surfer. It shoots up, they're taking their money out. People who don't understand the stock market, they buy when they say, hey man, Deuce Coin making people rich. They put their money in. Well, the rich people taking their money out because they had their money in it 3 years ago. Then it goes down, and they buy at the bottom. So Rich, it's not necessarily the late buyers, Rich. It's everybody that's pushing their money in, putting their money in at the bottom. They're putting their money in, they're buying low, and eventually, once they think it's low, this is as low as it's going. You know what I'm saying? They start putting their money back in the market when the market seems more healthier. And then they push it up and it surpasses any highs it was. T Money say, this is dope. I tell people this all the time. I'll show them next time. I'm glad you understood it, dog. I'm glad you understood what I was trying to teach, T Money. So basically, yeah, bro, like, listen, if you just go look at it, and shout out to everybody that's in ILD squad, man. If you just go look at it, if you go look over time, this goes all the way back to 2007. Anytime the market takes a dip, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2008 in November, the market dipped. Boom. December, October, November, December, 2009, March of 2009, it was as low as it got low. Then when it gets low, it recovers. 2010 of April, it was higher than it was a year ago. And eventually, 2011, eventually it recovered higher than it was 3 years ago. And it, to make a long story short, dog, the market just travels, it travels up. It just travels up at its own pace. COVID, this is the biggest dip you see in the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 is just like basically, it's a out, it, it's this outlook of the market. This is how I go look and see the market as a whole. You know what I'm saying? The NASDAQ 100, SP 500. This COVID right here, March of 20. You see the dip? You see that dip? That's the biggest dip you see. And the way I explain that is this: if we survive COVID, right, the biggest dip we see, and instantly the market was as high as it ever was, that's what we could bank on. Unless the world is about to change and we about to go to crypto and the stock market is about to go to hell and something that's how their money is going to move. Now, they have long money. So they can outlast you when it comes to waiting. Oh man, I had Deuce Coin for 2 years, man. It ain't did nothing like my little cousin did. Took his money out and then Deuce Coin went to a penny, and all he was waiting for was Deuce Coin to go to a penny. He had it at like 0.000 something, but he didn't have the resources to let it stay and let it ride. You understand? So they can outlast you with their loan money. You just have to be able to be patient, bro, and $50, $100 your way slowly as the market is down. Eventually they'll push it back up. As you see in the past, once again, we made it through COVID. You see the largest dip on this thing was COVID right here. And instantly after COVID, March of 20, September of 20, it was higher than it was 5 years ago. So man, listen, man, that's why now it's time to buy. It's because the market has dipped to a point where it's the same price it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And it's like, boy, 2-3 years ago, we didn't know it was going to reach here. If time is a teller of the future, if the past tells us the future, it's going to eventually surpass where it was in June 21. Load up. Cal say that's why you buy level 2, so you can watch the buyers and see where the hell about exactly. I mean, because you got to see where the money is going. So if you look at it, but this is looking at it on a large scale. We went all the way back to 2007, 2006. I just wanted to show you. Anytime it goes down, it goes up. I started IOD when it was up, and then it started going down, and you could see the people, the investors. I mean, you can see some of the subscribers fall off, and that's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? We got in the NFTs with Rich, the NFT, and we told y'all, listen, it's going to be a time with NFTs that people say that it was fraud, that they didn't work, they go away, just like the websites crash, and eventually they'll come back, and all the NFTs that make sense will come back. All our tickets will be NFTs. Anything of value will be an NFT that you can buy online and show proof of. And it'll be back acting like it never told us that it was the NFTs was a fraud. It'll be back like they never told us the market is crashing and oh my God, we're going to a recession. It'll be back like, you know what I'm saying? It'll be back. But you got to be patient. That's the biggest deal. Will the market get lower as inflation rates rise? The market could go lower, but one of my indications, though, that the market is if I look at my indicators, right? If I look at the indicators, right? I don't know if y'all can see this. Once this purple line crosses this yellow line, for the most part, if you're looking at a monthly time frame, that is indication that the market is changing around. If you look at past C, anytime it crosses the yellow line, then it go up, it give you some time. But so if you start looking at your indicators and you can kind of see that, man, we may be at the bottom. If you start looking at your indicators, can it go lower? Yes, it can go lower. Does it matter? If you just understood what I just said, Lower means buy more. That's my philosophy. That's how I see it. So is going lower, is it a bad thing? Hey, have you loaded up? Are you in position for this thing to win? Only you can answer that. Only you can answer that. You feel me? But listen, bro, this is a 30-minute class, man. This was our Tuesday class, bro. Shout out to y'all on IOD, man. We're gonna start doing this more often. The first time I took so long because I got on the wrong channel. I was on Footballville. I was supposed to be on IOD. I had to redo it, man. But I'm glad y'all got in here, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna do this every Tuesday. We do it Monday morning and we do it on Sundays. We won't always be in here. Sometimes we'll just be in the chat. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's the IOD class, bro. Y'all stay right there, man. We can jump in the chat real fast. I got some stuff I want to tell y'all, some football stuff. All right. So I'll send out a link real fast. All right. All right, man. We out of here.